Okay, guys, let's start. So we not wait more time. So again, welcome to Supremo Traders. Today we have the webinar on the option buying strategy. As many of you are joining our Bank-nifty group, so there are many people requesting me personally, so give some strategy or like that. So this I'm teaching you one strategy, but again, this is not the end of the world. Okay, so after learning this strategy, it's not you are making huge money on, but I will definitely give you some clue that you are making money if you follow the process of this strategy. So you are mastering one thing, you are getting the good results. So many of you have issues that you are trying multiple strategies. Today if one strategy fails, tomorrow you try new, but you are not giving the consistent time to the same strategies. So this problem is with 90% of retail traders, even though I also facing the same issue in my initial days. So I will give you one suggestion that you at least try one strategy for 3 months. If you don't want to test that in a live market, you back test that. You have a back test tooling, so you can back test that strategy, see the results. If you see if the results are good, then only you can go and trade on that strategy in a live market. Okay. So no strategy is 100% successful, but every strategy have their success ratio like 60, 70, 80, 90%. But all successes depend upon your risk management and risk reward ratio. So how you manage your risk and how much profit you take once a trade is in your direction. So all this will be discussing in this session. So first of all, give me confirmation that you guys see my screen. Put in the chat box.
Yeah, yes, Atul, we can see your screen. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So let so here let's go to the directly to the charts, so we can not wasting much time of you because today is the weekend. So we'll directly go to the chart and see the setup. So first I will tell you the which indicator we need for the option buying. So simply we need a EMA, exponential moving average of 15, then we need a volume, and we need a RSI with the setting of 55. So what is this? I will tell you. So there are n number of indicators, guys. So you can use any indicator to trade, but this is the combination that I use to trade for this strategy. So I will tell you how to use this. And after the session today, once you get time, you please backtest that. Send me your queries personally on a WhatsApp. If you are not understanding you why at the time of using in a live market, message me. I will support you guys. The intention behind that is you start making at least small profit. Don't directly jump to the huge quantity. Once you get a confidence on the strategy, you will jump on the any quantity that you have. Okay, so this is okay. So let's start. So I will not go into detail of EMA, what is EMA, what is volume, what is RSI, because many of you are a trader and you know all the things. Okay, I directly jump into the strategy. Okay, so let's go on to the, so if you want to write it down, this
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, what is 55 in RSI?
Yeah, I will tell you that everything. Okay, so don't worry. In a setup, I will tell you how to add that, how to do the settings, everything I will tell you. Don't worry. So first you only write down the EMA, you need this EMA, you need volume, and you need RSI. So how to make EMA 15, how to make volume settings, how to make RSI 55, everything will be, I will teach you. So first of all, let's start with the RSI. So as you know, RSI is the range like this. If you add the RSI, you see the range of 70-30. Here 70, here 30. Okay. So if you go in RSI setting, we need to make the setting of 55. So I will show you in the chart as well. It means it will come in a single line. So if I take a line, so RSI will become like this in a single line. Because why this 55? We are always buying option. We are not selling option. Okay, this strategy is for buying option. So this condition is that once your RSI cross this 55 for the option chart, we are applying this chart, this setup on an option chart like CE or PE. We are not applying this on a spot chart. So this setup is those who don't have time to analyze the bank nifty, don't have time to mark the support resistances patterns and on that trade, because they are working or make any reason. So if they got the 1 hour time in their schedule, they can come apply this setup, and once get the entry, you can go and trade. So for that guys, this setup is wonderful. So as we are only the option buyer, we are using RSI setting of 55. So okay, so let's go to the chart. For example, this is the, let me clean. So this is the chart of the 37,400 CE. Okay, so I just removing the grid that disturbing me, cleaning the chart. So as I said, we first add the RSI. If I add the RSI, if you see the by default setting, it's coming 70-30 range. I click on the setting, I go in a style and will make it 55 and make it 55. So after making, you can change the color here, upper limit, lower limit. So I can change color, you can change, don't change, that's your choice, but 55 you get a single line here, the range coming to the single line. And if you want to change the color of this plot also, so you can change that. So I will make it blue so it can see. So you can see I will make the RSI big. Now you can see here clearly. So RSI range is 55, and once it cross this 55, then only you need to buy options. So when to buy, all other parameters will let you know in the next 2 minutes. But hope you understand the RSI settings. Put in the chat box yes. My voice is clear, Sandeep, because someone messaging me that your voice is can't hear you.
Yeah, it's absolutely okay.
For others, it's my voice is clear.
Yeah, if it's clear to me, then obviously it's clear to all. Might be he's having something issue. Yeah.
Okay, no issue. So hope you guys understand the RSI setting. So yes, okay, thank you for confirmation. So let's go. So this is how the RSI will be added. Next indicator we need is EMA. So I type the EMA, moving average exponential first. So I will make it moving. So it's not like a rocket science. Having some experience, I'm making this setup. It's not you. So in EMA we need 15 EMA 15. So I will make it 15. Style color you can make it any. So I will make it orange. So it can be CVC, or we'll make it blue. So this is the 15 EMA. Okay, and the last indicator we need is the volume. If you type the volume here, there are multiple volume oscillator, net volume, price volume, trend volume, balance. We need only volume. Okay, naked volume. So click on the volume. So you can see this columns here in the bottom of the chart. So you go on a setting of the volume. Okay, here falling, growing, you don't need to see the red or green volume. So that's why I will make both the volume blue, so I cannot see what's going on, and I will move. Okay, so falling, growing, both the blue, so it will not showing you a green or red. And show MA. So if you show MA, it means this area 20 moving average it will showing. And if you go here and make it a line, it will come in a line, black line. Now you can see one black line over here in a volume. So this is your setup, guys. 15 EMA volume with 20 EMA. So in again, I will show you the volume setting. In a volume, go in a falling, growing, make it a blue or any color single, because many of you confuse that red means market is going down and green means market is going up. Nothing with the volume. So don't be consider that. So make it simple. We don't want to be predict from that. And in inputs, show EMA. Click on the show EMA. If you unclick that, that black line will not show you. So click on that and make it okay. So these are the 3 indicators only that. And if you are using this setup, you don't need to analyze the bank nifty spot chart, you don't need to analyze anything. you only keep this setup on your screen for one for CE, one for P, and whenever you see the setup, you can go and trade. Okay, so this is the setup. So till time, if you have any issue for the setting, after that I will show you how to use this setup. Okay, but till time, how to add EMA, what is the setting of EMA, what is the setting of RSI, or how to add volume, everything is clear, guys. Put in the chat box. If anyone have issues, raise the hand or unmute themselves.
Sir, how to add moving average in the volume?
Click on the volume setting and just click the show EMA. It's by default there is a 20 EMA. If you by default it's a, again I will show you. If I go in the volume, if I add and I go in a setting, if you see by default there is a no tick on the volume EMA. Okay, so by default volume comes like this, red green candles, and no click on the volume EMA. If I click on the volume EMA, here like this area is filling area is coming. So go in a style and volume EMA is area, make it line. So see, this line is coming, and color you can change any color from here. I will always choose a black. You can also choose a black and click on OK. So like this, you need to add. Again, as I said, you need to don't consider falling growing means red green. So make it one color from here. Okay, and this is one time setting, guys. How to save this template, that also I will show teach you. So one every day you don't need to add everything. Once you're done with the setup, you need to save the template here. So if you guys don't have any question on that, I will show you how to save the template. Yes, ma'am. Just now I cleared about the EMA. You need to only go into the indicator EMA, moving average exponential, and nothing to do. Only go in the setting and make it 15. By default, it's a 9. So you need to make to 15. That's it. So 15 EMA must be added. Okay, guys. So hope you guys have clear till time. So now I will show you. So once you all this setting done, go in a template and save indicator template. I will make it save indicator template. And for example, I will give some name to my setup like 1 2 3 4. Let's say 1 2 3 4. Save it. So now I saved with the name of 1 2 3 4. Now I go into the any other chart. I open that chart. Okay, and in a template I will see, you can see here 1 2 3 4. I click on that 1 2 3 4. My all indicators with the settings, RSS settings, everything will be there. So I don't need to add anything every day. My indicator is ready to use every day on a one click. Okay, even though if you do
Hello.
wait, hello.
Sir, what is the period for moving average on the volume, sir? Can you
20,
tell that?
it's by default 20, na? MLN 20. It's by default. You don't need to change anything. It's a 20 MA. Okay. And most important thing, guys, the time frame for option buying that I use is 1 minute. Okay. So I will suggest you to use a 1 minute time frame. So keep note of this. Many of you using higher the time frame, higher the risk or higher the profit. So if you go into this setup is working in any time frame, but higher the time frame, higher the profit as well, higher the risk as well. Lower the time frame, low risk, low profit. Okay, so it's depend upon you how much risk you can take. If you have a capability to take high risk, you can go to the 3 minutes, 5 minute time frame as well. But I personally use 1 minute because I don't want to take much risk on my capital. So lesser the time frame, lesser the profit, lesser the loss. But if you are increase your time frame like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, higher the profit, higher the loss. Okay, so for now we'll be using 1 minute setup. So this is the setup. Now I will show you. So always we are buying the option. So always we need to see the green candles. Okay, red candles we don't want. And as I said, either if green candle coming in a C, so it means red candle in a P, or red candle in a P means green candle in a C. So you need to have like here I have a P chart open, here I have C chart open. So you need to see like in a P here are the downfall, then must be C there is upfall. So you get a setup either in a C or P if market is moving. Okay, if market is sideways, then setup will not give you a opportunity to trade. So let's start with the how to use the setup. The first condition, let's start with the here. If you see, we must need the green candle to close above 15 moving average. Okay, so this, consider this area. Green candle must close above 15 moving average. So this horizontal line, this closing here, this candle high is here, so this green candle. So same time your volume must be above this black line. So this column of volume must be above the black line. Okay, must be above the black line or touching the black line. If volume is like this, if you see this area, this is a totally a no trade zone. It's not touching your EMA, so you cannot trade. But if at the time of, if candle is closed above the moving average, volume is also above, and your RSI must be above this 55. So you can see RSI volume value here as well, or you can predict from the line, because we have marked the horizontal line to 55. So if it cross this, so first condition is EMA, candle close above the EMA. Second condition is volume above the EMA, volume is greater than EMA, and third condition is RSI above 55, RSI greater than 55. So these three conditions you can go and buy that option. So for example, if I get entry here, I will get this rally, and my stop loss is below this candle. Okay, my stop loss is below this candle. Entry candle low is my stop loss, entry candle high is my entry. Okay, so let give you some more examples for clarity. So here, if you see, here you can see the closing of this green candle is above this 15 moving average. So my entry is here. My entry is this. Okay, so my entry is around 371. My stop loss is below that, 355 is my stop loss. But at the time of entry, as I said, you need to check here what volume is doing. So at that, sorry, entry, my entry is here. So at the time of entry, my volume is above the moving at 20 mm. Okay, and then at the same time my RSI is crossing 55. So my condition meets, so I can enter in a trade, and I can run this rally till 46 points or 48. So out of 48, I at least you can catch 25, 30, whatever it is. Okay, so it depends upon you how much points you want to book, because you cannot, no one can predict 48 point will get in this trade or 100 points. It depends all upon the market. So once you get entry, either you trail or you book the small profit, like 20 points you done for that trade, then again 20 points next trade. So this is one trade we get like 20, 46 points. Now come to the next example. Here I can say my candle is closed above the moving average, so I get the entry here. My entry is here. Okay, at the time of entry, let me check the my volume is above moving average, and my RSI is above 55. All criteria meet. I get the entry here. My stop loss is nearly about 12 point, but I get in the next two candles I get 37 point, and if I wait, it will go till 58, but I consider these two candles only to 38 points. So easily I get a 38 point in a 2 minute, and if I buy the 1000 quantity, 343 rupees, so 3,43,000 rupees, and I get a 38,000 rupees profit here in the next 10-15 minutes. Here 46 points. Okay, so like this is in a P. If you go in a C, you can see again n number of examples, or you can backtest that in your chart. Okay, and let me know the results. Okay, so here if you see here again, here RSI is also above. So but if you see guys, here this candle, my volume is not as per my requirement. This candle, my volume just touch to the EMA. So as I said, touching EMA or above the EMA, it's okay. So I can enter above this line, above this candle. So I entered above this candle, and my stop loss is low of that candle. So entry is 370, 357, 13 point stop loss, and see the result guys. So one such a trade in a month or in a week, and you are done for the week or month. If you are trading in a good quantity, easily I got more than 100 points in this trade.
Mr. Atul, I have a doubt. Can you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
clarify?
Yes, sure.
This is regarding the volume. Can you just again tell me regarding the volume? I am unable to understand the volume strategy.
In volume, you need to see only this column, the volume column that you can see here, that at the time
Okay.
of trade, it must be touching to this black line or above the
Okay,
black
sir.
line. If it's below black
Okay.
line, you can ignore that trade.
Okay.
Okay, so if
Okay.
you,
Now I'm clear.
okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for clarifying.
So guys, so hope anyone have any question, put in the chat box or unmute themselves. Wonderful strategy, guys. You can unbelievable results you can see after this session. You can back test, and if you have any question, any query, message me, will be there. Okay, but you give some time consistently to the same strategy. Today, if it, I am not saying it is a 100% foolproof strategy, but as per my knowledge, it's a 70 to 80% accuracy strategy. You have a stop losses in this strategy as well. I am also hitting my stop losses, but the win ratio is really good. If you see here, your stop loss is 13 point in particular trade. This particular trade, your stop loss is only 13 points, but the results you get, it's more than 100 points. Okay, so it depends upon you how patience, how much patience you have to stay in a trade till 100 points or not. But I will suggest always trail your stop loss. Okay, so depends on you how you manage your trades. Okay, so how to manage your trades and everything, if possible on a next Sunday I will take a new webinar on a trade management and how to stay in a trade. So we'll take a new webinar for that. Will not take your much time today only. So from my side, I am done for this setup. So if you have any questions, please go and ask.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah.
Which contract we need to check on what spot price? That is the question, because here we are seeing
in the money, immediate in the money. For example, Bank-nifty currently on 37,491. So I will take, if my view is I want to take a call, I will take a 37,400 call. If I want to take a put, I will take a 37,600 or 500 put in the money contract.
37,400 के केस में 37,600 का पुट लेंगे, मतलब ऊपर का पुट लेंगे.
Yes, put in the money कैसे होता है? Put ऊपर का ही होता है ना in the money. Call 37,400 का कॉल लूंगा एंड 37,600 का पुट लूंगा, जो मुझे यहाँ पे दो विंडोज में ऐड करना. और आई विल गिव यू अ simple setup for selecting strike price. Those call having 400 cross price, you take that, and those put having 400 rupees cross price, take that. So whatever it is, in the money, out of the money, deep in the money, don't worry about that. Take 400 rupees cross, immediately cross 400, you can take that C or P. Okay,
on any given day.
Any given day. Yes. It's
if I'm trading on the Thursday, then the 400 price will be on the next week.
No.
Then I'll have to take.
No, not next week. In the same week also, deep in the money, you have a 400 price. So you can see, go on an NSE chart. You can go in an NSE chart and you can see the price. Which price is? You can see in the NSE chart, like if you see currently which price is going to the 400, and you can go and trade. So LTP, here is the LTP. You can see here. For now, if I want to trade tomorrow, for example, I will take this because it crosses 400 rupees. So 37,400, as I said. In a put side, which cross 400, 460, 700. So this call and put I will take and put in my screen, and I will watch for the setup. Okay. So yeah,
can we have this data on Kite?
This data
you have shown.
This is the NSE website. This is the NSE website. I will put that in the group. NSE website available in Google.
Okay.
Okay. So anyone can go there. Yes, guys. Up. Anyone have more question? But I want guys ki you go and back test, you go and have a trade on this, and any questions, let me know. Because again, many of you requested some good strategy to trade for, because many of you are working, you don't get time for a whole day to watch the market. So whenever you get time, for example, half an hour you are getting free, go and put on your screen one call and one put, apply your setup, and whenever you get entry, you go and enter.
Even Atul, I have a question actually.
Yeah.
Can I ask, please?
Yes, please.
Regarding the speed only, I would like to only if you practice only, it will come, isn't it?
Yes,
Speed,
for
which
execution is most important. I will tell on that. If you see there is a trade and you miss to enter, for example, here on the right time,
okay.
Forget about that trade, leave the trade. Trade will come again in the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or in the next day. But if you are run behind the trade, you 100% lose the money.
That is what.
Don't
That is where
run.
I make.
For example, if my entry is here, my entry is here, my stop loss is this, and you entered here, for example. So your stop loss is this much. Your stop loss is logical stop loss is what? Entry candle low. And you entered here, so your stop loss is too much. So if you miss the entry, don't trade, just watch and be happy that your trade is running well. You are not executed well. That's the other thing that we need to improve. But your view is clear, your setup is clear, and your trade is giving profit. So be happy on that, but don't be run behind the trade. If you are running behind the trade, then it will be very difficult to make a money. In a single trade, you can lose everything.
Okay. I'm clear. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is a Zoom free version I'm using. So it will be ending the session in the next 2 minutes. So anyone have any questions, just go ahead and ask. Otherwise, message me. I will be there, as today is Sunday, so we'll answer your queries. But hope you guys enjoying the session and you give some idea about the how to buy the options.
Exactly.
We'll try to give take a webinar on every Sunday if possible, and next Sunday we'll try to take on the trade management, as you asked, how to stay or how to make a maximum profit in a single trade. So I will take a webinar on that on the next Sunday. But till time, I want you guys to be work on this setup and have some idea about this setup.
Fine.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for giving your time on a weekend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.